The thing keeping you stuck in your life, whether that's in your relationships, your wealth, your business, your career, your health, how your body looks, your habits, your routines, whatever it is, the thing that keeps you stuck, the root cause of that is your past. Something in your past created a story in your mind. It energetically attached itself to you, and now that story manifests as consistent thoughts, which manifest then into consistent actions, and now it is a belief about who you are. It has become your identity, and so you feel stuck. But what's happening is exactly what your mind feels comfortable in happening. It feels comfortable to be where you're at. And so even though your conscious mind is seeing other people excel, grow, expand, live the life that you feel that you want, you're still feeling stuck because your conscious mind wants something, but your subconscious mind, right, the 90% of your mind is still believing in this story that this is who you are. Because we think that we're stuck, but really what's happening is we're just playing out an identity program in our mind. An identity program is a series of thoughts and conditioned experiences from your past that have just been playing on loop. And so to you, it feels like you're stuck because your conscious mind is comparing to your current reality, but in reality, you're just exactly where your mind is comfortable with being. So what do we do to shift out of this? What do we do to get unstuck? Well, first, we have to change our relationship to being stuck. So you have to change your relationship to where your life is at right now. Because once you change your relationship to something, that thing changes. Right? And therefore you take action in a different place. Because if your relationship right now is to being stuck is a bad thing, that you shouldn't be where you're at, and that you need to change, you're going to have this very anxious energy, maybe even a shameful energy, maybe even angry energy, and it might get you out of the position you're in, but it's not going to feel good. And if it does feel good, it's not going to last too long. Because how we do something and the relationship we have with the thing we're doing is equally as important as the thing we're doing. Some people might disagree, but I would attest that everything is about relationships, because human beings are the only beings on this planet that can have complex relationships with every single thing. With concepts, with ideas, with theories, with inanimate things, right? Like a tiger doesn't have a relationship to hunger. A tiger's relationship to hunger is, when I am hungry, I go search for food. When I'm thirsty, I get water. Right? Where we can have a complex relationship with everything in our reality. So first we shift that. If you're feeling stuck, why don't we shift the perspective of that? And your relationship to feeling stuck is you're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And that feeling stuck is a great thing, because that means you're on the brink of expansion. You're on the brink of a quantum leap of growth, massive growth. Because when you start to feel stuck, your soul is out of alignment of where you're at. Your soul is trying to tell you, hey, like, this is not who you're meant to be. You're more than this. You're greater than this. And so you're not stuck. You're exactly where you need to be. Let's just start with that. And then 2, you address, well, if you feel stuck, where do you feel like you need to be to not feel stuck? Is that a certain amount of money? Is that a certain amount of friendships? Is that just a certain feeling in your life that you're not feeling right now? And you start to address that. What is that? What would make you feel not stuck? Okay. What would you feel if you didn't feel not stuck? What would you get? What would you receive if you were in that different reality? If you were in that future reality? Right? So you're not stuck anymore. Maybe you're making more money, you have better relationships, you're in a relationship. Maybe just overall you feel better in your life, you have better hobbies, your body looks better, you're consistent, all that. How would you feel in that future? What would it give you? And when you can address that, right? And we can say, oh, well, I'd feel more joyful, I'd feel more confident, I'd feel more love, I'd feel more connection, I'd feel more abundant. And so, okay, you would be all those things if you were there. How do you start to let yourself feel that now? What can you see in your reality right now to realize you are abundant? You do have connection. You do have love. You do have joy, happiness, whatever it is. Because all of those things are not an if, this, then that. It's a choice. It's a choice to do things that bring you joy, bring joy out of you. It's a choice to do things that bring happiness out of you. It's a choice to do things that bring love out of you. It's a choice to do things that bring abundance out of you. Because when you notice around the world, everything's abundant. Go look at a tree. See the abundance of leaves? Go look at your lawn or just the grass. See the abundance of just organic life. The abundance of air. Imagine you didn't have that abundance. So there is abundance all around us. There is love all around us. You don't have to do anything to just give yourself love, to just say, you know what, man, I love you. For every single thing that you've done in your life up to this point, you've walked a long way. Think about how many steps that you've taken your entire life. If you calculated all the steps, actual steps that you've taken and how far you've actually come in your life, that's a lot of steps. You haven't just been sitting around stuck in the mud. And so realizing that where you want to be, you can start experiencing that now. Because if you can come from this place of the abundance, the love, the joy, the happiness, the connection is already here with me, is already here within me. And if I do things that help bring that out of me, right? Because those things aren't like giving it to you. It's not outside of you. It's bringing them up out of you. It's almost giving you permission to feel abundant, giving you permission to feel love, to feel connected, to feel joy, to feel happiness, to feel wealthy, whatever the feeling stuck is, to feel confident. And when you realize that, you realize you were never stuck in the first place. That feeling stuck was just a mental program conditioned in your mind to think that if I don't have this, if my life doesn't look like this, if I'm not doing this, then I'm stuck. And that's the story that you've been believing your entire life, or you've been believing most recently to feel like you're stuck. And if it's a repeated pattern that's happening, keeping you stuck, realize there's deeper rooted issues there. And I say issues, but really it's just there's deeper rooted conditioning and programs playing in your hardware, which is your brain, right? And until you go and kind of hack it, neo it, be the chosen one that you are, get help from a Morpheus so that you can realize that you can affect the matrix, which is your reality, and that you can start to shift your identity. You can shift these stories. You can shift who you believed you've been your entire life. You can shift everything in your life. But it takes realizing that you're not stuck, that you're exactly where you need to be, that the love you're looking for is right here, right now, and the most loving thing you can do is start to give yourself those things that you think you'll get by getting unstuck and getting to this arbitrary, reality, future, and realize, how do I give myself that now by also being in pursuit of the things I want because I'm giving myself these things? Creating a life from love is very different than creating a life with a lack of love, thinking that if I do these things, I will get love. Creating a life from abundance is very different than you going out and doing things to feel abundant. Living a life from a state of self-belief is very different than oh, I have to do these things to believe in myself. No, I do these things to confirm the belief about myself. I do these things to confirm the love that I have with myself. I do these things to confirm the abundance that I am. I do these things from this place. Not if I do these things, then I will get to experience this. You're powerful. You're not stuck. You're just in the threshold of deep, powerful expansion. And that takes one shift in your perspective. And then it takes another shift in how you view yourself. Then it takes another shift in you realizing that you have everything you could ever want right where you are, and that what you want to create for your future is already here. And when you operate from that place of self-belief, from embodied self-love, you're never stuck. You're just in the pressure cooker that's about to launch you off to another quantum leap in your life. Quantum leaps happen when you likely feel the most stuck. Not when everything's going well, but when you feel like your soul is getting agitated at the life that you believe that you should be living. That's your heart's nudge to make a shift. If you found this video useful, drop a comment, guys. Subscribe. There's more videos like this are going to come out. I've been coaching for the last 5 years, helping people just like yourself do deep inner work so they can heal the trauma of their past, reprogram their minds so that the conditioning that they received from their parents can be let go of, and create a life from a place of embodied self-love, from self-belief, and from purpose. If you're about that, well, welcome to the family. I'll be seeing a lot more of you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.